What's going on, everybody? Hey, we adapting. You know what? We
roll with the punches.
Computer wouldn't work, so we're going to go with a cell phone.
Old school.
Old school. I mean, cell phones are nice these days. You don't need nice, fancy computers, especially when things don't work. But hey, Fantasy Headliners coming back at you. I keep looking. Oh, what are you watching?
Hey, baby.
He's over here watching us be live, and then he's almost dropping it.
Hey.
You know, it's weird hearing the lag, though.
Yeah.
But hey, we appreciate you guys being patient with us. This is new for us. We're going to start doing this more often, but just because football season, it's working now. That's what I'm talking about. Forget computers. Yeah. Everything's in a cell phone now. Like I said, though, we're coming back at you week 16. Got some waiver wire ads. We've been spending so much time trying to figure out how to get the live stream going. Mm-hmm. I've totally forgotten all my notes.
So we're winging it, baby.
We're going to wing it. But you know what? We've been winging it for a while, and it's been working. What's up? Yeah. What's up, Derek? How you doing, man? See all your comments and all the videos. We appreciate you guys' support. Like I said, the season's winding down, but we're going to be here for the year. Yeah. Mac over here studying baseball.
Yeah. Hey.
do what you got to do, though, right?
Do what you got to do, baby.
We don't want to stop. We enjoy talking to you guys.
Yeah.
I do have some week 16 waiver wire pickups, whether you're in the championship game, maybe you're just trying to play the spoiler. Maybe hey, you know what? It don't matter if you're not going to win. You still want to win every week.
Exactly.
I'd rather be in 4th or 5th place than like 9th or 10th.
Yeah.
You know, I saw some dude that was in Times Square. He had to wear a tutu and a sign that said, "I suck at fantasy football."
Yeah.
I don't want to be that dude.
Nah. Well, we had a romper bet, you know. And
not us.
Not me and Jake.
Mac knows better.
Yeah, exactly. Well, wait a minute. But hey, but somebody chickened out. But we're not gonna call no names.
We won't say it on here because he may be watching.
He may be watching.
Hey, awesome, Al. Glad you could make it to the championship, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
Really enjoy, like I said, meeting you guys this year. It's just the start, though, just the beginning.
That's right.
And yes, just so you guys know, for the rest of the video, the top of my head will be cut off because I don't feel like ducking down here.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
And we big boys, man. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't about to sit in Mac's lap.
Exactly.
That ain't happening.
No.
Like I said, we're going to get into some waiver wire pickups, though. If you guys got questions, fire them at us. We may not be able to answer all of them right here, but we'll get you guys. You guys know more than anything than down in the comment section. We got you taken care of. We spend hours a week down in that comment section. You know what I just realized, too, while I said that? Mm-hmm. We both got gray on.
Hey, that's cool. No, we didn't
even plan it.
Hey,
it happens.
Baby. All
right, well, I'm going to go ahead and get started here with the waiver wire pickups. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Pretty awesome. Glad you're in the championship.
Good job.
Going to go with some Jaguars.
Yeah.
Their wide receiving duo, a little different than it was to start the season. We ain't talking about, Allen Robinson and Marquise Lee anymore, and Allen Hearns. Yeah, now we're talking about D.D. Westbrook and
Dilly, baby.
Dilly. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, say Polo.
Hey.
Dak. It wasn't Dak's week. It was last week.
Yeah.
But hey, it happens. Mm-hmm. But yeah, going back to those wide receivers, you got D.D. Westbrook, Keenan Cole. All of a sudden, Keenan Cole seems to be, the go-to guy.
Yeah.
I would not give up on D.D. yet, though.
No.
D.D. is an extreme talent. They're going to be playing San Francisco, I think. I mean, if San Francisco, they're improved. The Jimmy G 49ers.
Jimmy G looks good.
I mean, hey, how about that Jimmy G call a few weeks ago? I got a lot of hate in Arizona for saying to bench Tom Brady for Jimmy G, and it worked out.
Hey, how you like me now?
Yeah, how about them apples?
That's right.
But no, that's somebody I want to pay attention to this week. If you need somebody, if you have some receivers, I just saw a question pop up earlier about Jordy Nelson. I would much rather play D.D. Westbrook or Keenan Cole at this point than Jordy Nelson.
Yeah, definitely.
They were going to have a great matchup. They're highly involved. Keenan Cole scored touchdowns in multiple games straight. It's a lot safer to me. And all of a sudden, Bortles looks like the Bortles from a few years ago. Not preseason Bortles.
Right.
He couldn't even throw, like a beach ball into the ocean. Yeah. He was horrible. Now, not so horrible.
Yeah.
Looking great. So, yeah, my two guys that I'm going to be going after, D.D. Westbrook, Keenan Cole. Mm-hmm. And if you get them and you need them, I'm comfortable starting them.
Well, I want to go with somebody that I spoke upon last week, to a lot of people, and a lot of people were like, man, what are you talking about? But Garrett Bartholomew Selleck.
Is that his real middle name?
That is his real name. I'm like, yo.
He is going to be pissed that you just said that.
Sorry, Garrett, but hey, I'm bigging you up, brother. I think he's going to do well again this week. You know, the past couple of games he's posted 60 plus yards and a TD, and he's becoming Jimmy's favorite target. It looks like, and especially with this matchup, with the Jags, he's going to have to throw a lot of dump off passes. Carlos is not typically the back that you want to depend on to catch passes out of the backfield. So I can see Garrett getting a lot of work. Because again, like I said, the Jags, man, they're gonna be rushing. They're gonna try to keep Jimmy G off his game. So Garrett Selleck is a good play this week. Another guy I like a lot is Mr. Martavis Bryant. One of the killer bees, man. I mean, we're missing a big bee. Big B. Well,
sorry.
Okay.
That was my personal bias.
But yeah, exactly. But Martavis is a good look. A lot of people, may have dropped him, previously.
What about Juju?
I love Juju.
Man, I'd rather Juju on that beat.
Yeah. Well, he's a good play as well. Like I said, both of those guys, man, they're gonna get a lot of targets. Bell, they're gonna try to, bring him along slowly. They don't want to overuse him, especially now because Connor is not going to be able to play.
Sorry.
Somebody said Jack Doyle?
Yeah.
Hey, we love Jack Doyle.
Hey, that nickname has caught on.
Exactly.
And for the person that asked before, I'm not going to cut you off.
No, you good.
Start Ezekiel Elliott.
Yes.
The dude looks like he got into better shape here at the end.
Mm-hmm. And, but yeah, Martavis, Garrett Bartholomew Selleck, and if you need some quarterback help out there, Nick Foles. Nick Foles is a good look this week. Darren, I don't want to say they did not miss Wentz, but he did throw 4 TDs.
Mm-hmm.
So and he's a capable quarterback.
It's the offense.
Exactly.
I think it's just one of those teams. It doesn't really matter as long as they're somewhat capable.
Yep.
They're going to be fine. Just saw a tight end question come along.
Yeah.
I know I saw Hunter Henry, I think, Evan Ingram, and Greg Olsen.
Greg, yep.
Well, I'm gonna be real, because last week I had Greg Olsen as a sit.
Right.
And Greg Olsen must have watched the video and got extremely pissed off and decided he wanted to.
Sorry, Greg.
To go off. And now all of a sudden Greg Olsen went from like 1 catch in 4 weeks to I'm starting him. I don't see how you can sit him now. The Panthers need to keep winning. It's not like they've locked it up. Greg Olsen, if you got him.
Yeah.
Hunter Henry, I think he's dealing with a lacerated kidney or something. He got something broken on the inside.
Yeah.
He's bleeding somewhere. It's probably not good to go with that.
No.
But yeah, I'm going Greg Olsen.
What do you guys think of me starting Ben Watson this week?
Oh, don't go ahead. You can say it.
Well, yeah. Me personally,
it.
I like Ben. I didn't. I was going to suggest him to a couple people last week, but for me personally, I like Ben Watson. He's very. He's one of those guys that they're going to look for. Buck Allen, some of these guys, they're not really that reliable right now. Collins, they're going to run. They're going to run him, but I like Ben Watson.
Thanks, Mike.
I like Ben Watson.
Yeah, you guys can go with Ben Watson. I didn't see all the other options. I think Julius Thomas was on there.
Julius Thomas, Ricky Seals-Jones, Selleck, and Njoku.
Hi, Valerie.
Is that?
You should be working.
Right. How about that?
How about them apples? No, I'm not too high on Ben Watson. It's just too inconsistent, and you got too much on the line right now. Yeah, there's no way that if it's my championship game, I want to leave it up to Ben Watson. That's just me, though. I'm not huge on Ben Watson. He has games, but just not a lot. As far as Sterling Shepard or Keenan Cole goes right there.
Yeah.
Well, 2 weeks ago, I would have said, Keenan Cole, because Shepard didn't look too great. Then all of a sudden, Shepard comes out and looks like he's mad at the world.
Yeah, Shepard is a good play, I think, man. And the volume's there. Me and Jake both, we've always said anything dealing with a lot of positions, running backs, wide receivers, whatever. If they're going to get, a buttload of volume.
Did you say a buttload on live YouTube?
Yeah, I could have said something else.
You could have said, yeah, you could have.
And we don't have the beat
I cannot censor anything.
Yeah, exactly.
It's on a cell phone. No censor button on the cell phone. Who else you got? You're talking about Nick. Well, you're talking about Nick Foles earlier, and flicking the wink. I got you.
We got that.
I hear you, man. All these comments that we've gotten all year long from everybody, I feel like we kind of know some of these people.
Yeah, somebody else.
You know,
Amber. You know her?
She leave a comment.
Yeah. Great advice. Love watching you guys every week.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate that.
Man, now the comments are flowing in.
Oh yeah, let me try to read
Dilly.
Somebody said, "What's your thoughts on Mike Evans?"
Hey, this is what I'm gonna say about Mike Evans. There's a big group of us fantasy guys that we have a huge group on Twitter that post tons of good information. Make sure you check us out on Twitter. Before the game, he came in there saying that he needed to have 16 points from Mike Evans.
Yeah.
And right off the bat, I mean, I knew it was gonna be one of those games where I think that Mike Evans they have nothing to play for.
Right.
But they have to get Evans involved. I called him to have like 5 catches for 65 yards and a touchdown. And he basically pretty much produced it. And I don't think Evans is going to be the Evans of the past couple of years.
Right.
Anymore. Why that changed? No idea. I guess Deshaun Jackson just
kind of took a little bit of his
he killed his mojo.
Yeah.
He took his mojo.
But
you know what? I'd still start Mike Evans. I'm not going to bench him. I mean, you kind of got to start him. Just don't expect huge games.
Mm-hmm. Here's a question. Lewis says, Drew Brees or Goff. For me personally, same as last week. You know, Brees, I love him as a player. But right now, their whole dynamic has changed on that team. Man, they got 2 stud running backs. They don't need Brees to air it out like they normally. Yeah, it looks good.
I'm going back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Starting to feel a little self-conscious.
Give him a side.
The good, yeah.
But hey,
that's awkward. You don't ever sit in another room with just another dude.
Right, but it is some women out there. But listen, Jared Goff for me this week, I think is a better play. Again, Breeze he's becoming more of a game manager. You know, there are times he can still air it out, but right now they don't need him to do that. You know what I'm saying? So Goff's the play. What do you think?
I mean, I hated Jared Goff.
Yeah, you did.
I'm not going to recommend anybody go watch our first few videos because they were not good. Like, they looked awkward. But for like our first, 2 or 3 weeks, I absolutely bashed Jared Goff.
Yeah.
Hated Jared Goff. Made fun of him. Put goofy pictures up in the background of him. And the dude is... Here's the thing, though. Yes, I'm going to give a lot of credit to Jared Goff. Mm-hmm. But... the change in the coaching staff there.
Oh, yeah.
And getting in Sean McVay, that is big for Jared Goff. And I'm not going to say this year, because I still think it's a little early. I think they're going to be a little immature when it comes to postseason-wise. But next year, y'all better watch out for the Rams and scoop up a bunch of Rams players, because they're going to go off. They got like $50 million in cap space. Mm-hmm. There's some big-name wide receivers already being mentioned to possibly go in there. If that happens...
Rams and the 49ers. Me and Jake talked about this last night. 49ers is another situation, man. They're going to be
good. They're going to have to be good. But they're young. And in order to compete, in that division, Seattle, it looks vulnerable. I mean, yes, they've had a lot of injuries, and that doesn't help. But, yeah, there's just no way.
All right. We had a question here. This is continue with Bortles for the championship week. Or weeks 16 to 17. Blake Bortles.
Yes.
He's balling. Like we said earlier, I mean, he's got, weapons now. Fournette is probably going to be healthy for this week coming up. I hadn't heard anything as of today, him practicing. Have you heard anything?
Not yet, no.
But just stay tuned. But it definitely, if he ends up playing, man, that offense is going to open up. And like I said, D.D. Westbrook, man, I'm telling you, he's going to start... He's going to start coming out.
And Keaton Cole, he's like a clothing brand.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, he turned into a stud receiver. It's Kenneth Cole, Keenan Cole. I mean, it's close.
Yeah. I like it.
You like it?
Bortles a Big Ben. All right, you know what I'm going to say. Listen.
I'm going to step aside.
Let me preference this first. I am still a fan. I will agree. But just analytics, looking at the weapons, this might be a Team Jake, Team Mac question here. So y'all comment at the end, but
you can comment now if you want.
Yeah. I'm going with Big Ben, and here's my reason behind that. Killer bees. I know we're missing the big killer bee, but again, Martavis Bryant, Juju, Bell. Again, Bell's probably not going to get 20 to 30 carries, but they're going to, line him up. Heck, he might even go in the slot. I almost said something. Excuse me, y'all. But, he's going to get a lot of passes out of the backfield. Jesse James, hopefully he'll hold on to this.
What is a catch?
Yeah, man, that was, oof.
I mean,
that
as a non-Steeler fan,
that was terrible.
As soon as they didn't give it to him right away, I mean, I kind of knew where they were going with it, but that's a little rough.
Fit for life, yo. He said, "What up?
What's going on, man?
Good, man.
We talk to you guys a lot. Appreciate it."
Benjamin, and I don't want to slaughter your last name.
Wait a second.
Oh,
you went with Big Ben.
Oh, my bad, brother.
And I didn't get a chance to say Blake Bortles.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
There is no way in whatever you want to put in there that I'm starting Ben Roethlisberger this week. It's not happening. Ben without Antonio Brown it's different with him. He looks for Antonio. Mm-hmm. That's like his go-to guy. I mean, that's, if he's struggling or he's running for his life, that's what he's going for. This is going to be a huge Le'Veon Bell game.
Right.
If you have Le'Veon Bell and you're in the championship game, he may score 40.
Yeah, I mean, that's true.
They're going to run him all day long. They don't trust Bryant, obviously, because of the whole beginning of the season issues. Mm. Juju looked great, but his hamstring's still going to be an issue from week to week. It's not going to, keep him from playing. But, I mean, I think you kind of even saw it at that big play at the end of the game. I mean, Juju's what, 20?
Yeah.
He couldn't make it 80 yards without running out of steam.
Yeah.
That hamstring is bothering him. It may not be to the point where he can't play, but it's not 100%. And they need that. They need them for the playoffs, and they're not going to risk overworking it because they can say that Antonio Brown's coming back in a week or 2 or 3 or whatever. Yeah. But what if he doesn't?
I think my thing is they don't want to lose footing to the Patriots. Not saying that they're gonna have like a
too late for that.
Well, they needed that game mentally, but the thing is, they can use the weapons that they have. It doesn't have to be a high-scoring, prolific, showing. They can win, 10-3. You know what I'm saying? And I think they can still do it with Ben. I know he is hobbling, and I saw someone made a comment about his hamstring issue again. And just like Jake said, they can use Bell in a lot of different ways. He is a running back / receiver. Rodgers is, we've got some weapons, maybe not on the same level as Antonio Brown, but I think we've got enough to be able to compensate and win.
I saw somebody pop in there real quick and talk about how it was crazy for Big Ben, but that's what they told me about Brady too, so we'll see.
All right, here's another question here. Shout out from Seattle. Thanks, Ty. Said from Seattle guys. Really appreciate the great info. We thank you guys. So I'm trying to use my brother's strategy of starting all the Chiefs players against the Chargers, but I have Ravens players. I don't know about that one, man. I'll let you take that one, Jake. Me personally, I don't like to stack a lot of players on one team.
No.
Yeah,
there's to me no more than 2 people from the same team, like ever. I mean, and there are times where you can. Like if you had Big Ben in a certain day and you had Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell, you're going to start all 3. But with a team like Baltimore that is so inconsistent, I mean, Flacco isn't a stud QB1. Collins looked like one, but then he came out this week and, almost ran backwards more than he ran forwards. Wallace has just now started coming on. I mean, there's just... It's too risky. I mean, pick one of them. I mean, out of the 3 of them, I'd go Collins over any one of them, just for the amount of touches he's going to get. But outside of that, I'm not too overly confident. Mike Wallace. I like Mike Wallace this week as a flex play. Yeah. He's probably somebody who's out there on the waiver wire in a lot of leagues. I do like that.
There's one. Fit for Life said Shepard or Marvin Jones. What do you think about it?
That's a tough one.
For me, like we said earlier, the volume, comes into play a lot. Marvin's gonna split, basically with Tate. Galladay. Well, now everybody's talking about Ebron too. Ebron actually looked
Don't
okay.
talk about Ebron.
I mean, but he did look all right.
But everybody does this with Ebron. Ebron has one good game, and everybody's like, he's back.
Yeah.
And then he goes back to Eric Ebron for 3 or 4 weeks, and then he'll have a good game. And it's just, I mean, he was so highly touted. That, you know. Yeah, that's right. Roll with Collins. That's what I'm talking about, Tom. No, it's just, you know what I mean? He never exceeds expectations.
Yeah.
Like, ever. The only time he ever goes off is when an owner of his has him on the bench.
Mm-hmm. I mean, you know, between those two, Marvin, I think, has the higher ceiling, you know, because he, you know, big plays, you know, that's Marvin's forte. But Shepard, I think, is going to get the volume. He's going to get the most touches between him and Ingram. So I would say Shepard, especially now. You know, you're getting down to the nitty gritty, man. You got to go with that, you know, solid and consistent choices. And Shepard for me.
I'll agree with Shepard just based off of the volume alone. I don't know if I'd want to use him much more than a flex play.
Yeah. Just
to be safe. I mean, it depends on the other options you have. I mean, you saw last week that Shepard can go out and catch 10 to 15 balls, and they couldn't stop it. They knew that the ball was going to Shepard on a slant like every other, you know, play was a slant across the middle, 5-yard slant to Shepard, and they couldn't stop it. And that is what Sterling Shepard is, and that's why we thought beginning of the season that Shepard and Odell and Brandon Marshall were going to be, you know, the greatest receivers, greatest receiving team in the league this year. But I mean, injuries took care of that. But I mean, I like Shepard. I've been on the Shepard bandwagon for a little bit. Marvin Jones, though, does have that kind of home run ability. He can catch 3 balls and win you your week. Yeah. I don't think Sterling can catch 3 balls and win you your week. That's the only difference.
Yeah. All right. Here's a good question here, Jerome. I can't pronounce that last name, but he said, "What's up, guys?" He said, "I have Baldwin, Gordon, and Crabtree. Worth a start in the finals, or should I do some waiver wire pickups?" Gordon, Crabtree, and Baldwin, all going to get good volume.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it is. I would start any one of those guys. It's not like you can really bench them.
Right.
If there's one of them that stands out above the other, though, that I don't think so. I mean, Baldwin seems to disappoint more than he seems to, you know, help people. I mean, he's kind of, I think Seattle in general has kind of just fallen off. There's problems in the locker room. There never used to be problems in the locker room in Seattle. And now people are talking, you know, all kinds of junk to each other. And, you know, I'm going to stick away from Doug Baldwin probably. Josh Gordon, he always has that high ceiling. Yeah. Always. I mean, the ceiling will be huge week in and week out until he retires, as long as he keeps his head on straight. So he's always a decent option. Who was the last one?
It was Baldwin. Oh, Crabtree.
Crabtree's the red zone guy. I mean, this is what I would say. Being that we don't know injuries and stuff yet with Amari Cooper. If Cooper is out, I'm going Crabtree. If Cooper is in, not like Cooper's going to do a whole lot, I'm going to go with Josh Gordon.
That's a good question. Lewis was asking. So, will you guys have a baseball draft special?
Heck yeah.
Boom. Baby.
Absolutely, Lewis. We going right into baseball. Hey. Well, actually, wait. I wanted to put this in here because we're not going to do this live stream forever since it's our first one, but we just want to try it out, see if you guys liked it or not.
Yeah.
After football season, we plan on kind of going into like a March Madness and then right into fantasy baseball. If there's something you guys want, though, from us, if there's something you want us to cover, if there's something that you think would be cool for us to talk about, or you just want to hear opinions on or whatever, hit us up with it.
Hit us up, man.
You know, we'll do whatever we can. We want to make sure we keep you guys engaged. This isn't just the Jake and Mac show. I mean, just because we're behind the camera doesn't mean that we only want to talk about what we want to talk about.
Yeah.
If y'all want to know who won the Bassmasters tournament, I can Google it.
Hey,
we can talk about it. It may not get too many views, but if you want to know about it, I mean, I mean, UFC results. I mean, I'll talk about anything. Whatever you guys want to talk about.
WWE, it don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, if you really want it.
Yeah, just give us some comments. You know, like I said, we want to keep this thing rolling and keep you guys, you know, informed and entertained.
That's coming. Callers on Skype is coming.
Yes.
Just saw that, Ty. Listen, we are football guys. We're sports guys. We are not tech savvy guys. This was a big learning thing for us this year. I appreciate you guys staying patient, giving us that one season at least to get under our toe. But we're gonna start rolling this stuff out. I mean, we got live streams. We're gonna do Skype callers. We're gonna have already getting some things lined up to have some guests on the show. Some guests maybe you've heard of. Some guests of articles maybe you've written. We've been in big contact with a lot of people, but it's coming. Just be patient with us. Like I said, we're like the average Joe fantasy guys. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're just normal guys. We're trying to get out the information to you guys, and that's what it is. We'll take like 2 more questions. This was supposed to be a waiver wire show.
Right.
It turned into a live Q&A, which is cool. I'll answer questions all day long. Maybe we'll do this more often.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do another one Saturday.
That's cool.
Or Friday or Saturday before the game, since there's some Saturday games. So yeah, give me 2 more questions, and then we'll wrap it up for the day.
All right. Antonio Contreras, he asks Mike Wallace, is he a good wide receiver 2 this week?
What are the other options? Would be my one question.
Yes.
I like to play. I would definitely play Mike Wallace, for sure. But I don't know if I'd go much higher than a flex or a wide receiver 3.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just risky, and like I said, it depends on what else you guys got. But it is for me. I like him. It's just risky.
Yeah. Lewis asks, do we have a Twitter account? And I saw Fit for Life also asks, do we have Snapface? Not yet. Maybe we'll talk about it.
We have Facebook.
We got Facebook.
We got Facebook and we got Twitter.
Yeah.
Now, if you guys want to get some awesome information, Twitter is by far our most active account. We got, almost 2,200 followers on Twitter. Put a lot of information out there. So yeah, if you're looking for the Twitter, it's at FNTSY Headliners, at Fantasy Headliners. You like the snap face, right? That's right. Book chat, whatever you got.
Exactly.
But no, we right now, it's busy. I mean, heck, this is like a full-time job, and it's not even our job.
Dude, we got to go to work in a little bit.
Yeah, we got to be at work in like an hour.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap it up here in a second, but hey, we appreciate you guys. Make sure you're, yes, NBA. I saw NBA pop up.
Yep.
You want us to talk about some NBA? We're big-time basketball fans. We just don't, there's not a whole lot of.
I didn't mean to interrupt, but since you said NBA, Kobe Bryant had both jerseys retired last night. Go Lakers. Continue.
Wow. I can't believe you put that in there. Anyway, that kind of took up the last question. So if you have questions, make sure you ask below. I want to make sure I tell you guys about the Draft app. We've paired with the Draft app. If you're not familiar with the Draft app, go check it out. If you guys are new to Draft, download it. Your first deposit, if you use the fantasy or the promo code Headliners, you get to play in a free money game. I don't know about you guys, but free money. I like free money.
Yeah.
I like everything free, but if it's money, it's even better.
Yes.
It goes like free money, and then free food.
Yeah. We'll talk about it. I got some other stuff that I can put in there, but I can't do it right now.
Yeah, not right now. But hey, we appreciate you guys. Like I said, thanks for sticking with us on this first live chat. Can I use the Draft app in Washington? They banned DF. Sorry, I don't think you can. I'd have to double check. I know there's a few states that can't. And as long as the location is turned on your phone or your computer, they're going to say no. I'd have to check on that, though. But if the other 2 sites are banned, then I'm almost guessing they are. But I can check for you. Yep, another one, Cali.
Yeah, can't do it in Cali.
You guys got to move to some better states.
Come to NC, baby.
Come live in North Carolina. You can do anything out here.
Lewis, we appreciate you, brother.
Yep, absolutely. We appreciate you guys. We'll come back at you. We'll do it later in the week.
Yes, sir.
We'll do one later in the week. And now we're not going to have the whole glitchy thing because we kind of know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And if you have waiver questions, just ask us because I know we didn't cover a whole lot of waivers because we're trying to get a lot of your questions in. But hey, you guys have a good rest of your day. We're going to go to work. Yeah. Second work.
Right.
Actually, first priority work.
Yes.
Whatever. You guys get it. You guys have a good rest of your day. And we'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Appreciate it. Bye.
Peace.